Home of the ride and King Ride, we don't give a fuck. Black students, ejected from your...
Welcome, thank you for downloading episode 122 of Suplex City Limits for August 12, 2017. I smoked 2 joints before I smoked 2 joints. It's your boy, the king of bong style, Jim Vicious, and he is known in Japan as the monster with many mouths. My co-host.
Oh, man. I roar, the monster with many mouths. I'll eat you with my ass, my dick or my mouth. I don't know, I'm Tyler Fudge. This is Jim. Jim. Well, the monster with many mouths is going to talk to you through his ass right now, so take it over.
Just throw something at him and just see what he does with it every week.
That would really caught me off guard. I was like, oh my god, what can I do with many mouths? They're all sexual.
This week we are joined by co-owner of Fully Loaded Wrestling, pro wrestling booker, co-host of Pay-Per-View Take 2 podcast with yours truly, and our good buddy, Jared. What's up, sir?
What's happening, fellas? I'm excited to be here. I'm like Ahmed Johnson. I'm so excited. I don't know. I thought I had to work in an Ahmed Johnson spot, and like halfway through, I'm like, Jared, you don't know what you're doing here. Get out of it.
Hey man, I got respect for the Pearl River Plunge, I tell you that.
Dusty! I got him on my mind because I was watching the 1996 Royal Rumble, and he kicked ass in that thing. I remember loving that guy as a kid. I was like, he should be WWE champion. I've never been champion.
I loved his knee pads as a kid. I thought it was great. Those red thigh highs, whatever the fuck he used to have.
He just basically came with leg armor.
Yeah.
Like his entire leg was just covered in armor. He was ready for war. And then he had his kidneys kicked by Farouk.
Welcome to our Ahmed Johnson fan cast. Suplex City Limits available for listening where fine podcasts are found. You can follow us on Twitter at Suplex City Limit. You can also follow Tyler at The Federation. You should also follow Fully Wrestling. Oh, it is. It's Fully Loaded Pro. Bam. So.
Fully Loaded Pro. Fully Loaded Wrestling was too long of a Twitter handle. They wouldn't let us have it.
Definitely. And if you like the show, you can pick up a t-shirt of Pro Wrestling Tees. We have 4 designs available, shipping worldwide, sizes small to 5XL. And you can also donate on Patreon to help keep the lights on, like Bad Motherfuckers Casey, the Wrestling Soup Podcast. Much love to Mission Joey. The Mizcast, infamous Chris Savage, the Killer Keith Martin, and listen up, you dolts. It's Jeremy fucking Foltz.
What did you call him? Listen up, you dolts? What's dolts?
A dolt is a stupid person.
Oh,
nice.
nice.
Dolt's like a really polite way of calling someone retarded.
so it's like a nimpy or whatever.
Like a Eugene.
Half a Momo.
A
Momo, yeah. A mongoloid. This week on the podcast of the Immortals, I'm just going to keep moving. We will be covering New Japan G1, WWE, NXT.
It's so bad. G1 is so bad.
Yeah, it sucks so
Terrible
much
wrestling.
this year.
What else we got? Lucha Underground, the week in wrestling. We'll play a game. Who knows what else we'll get into here? So maybe there'll be something very fucking weird at the end of the show.
It's possible. We're still debating on whether or not it shows up. So
I say whatever it is, you just do it. At this point, you guys have like 11 listeners, and they're hardcore fans. They're like, whatever you do, you've narrowed it down to those 11 people. One of which doesn't even speak English.
Maybe Trump. maybe Trump will like us after this.
Yeah. He just likes the soothing sound of our voices.
Yeah, that's true.
The guy who doesn't speak English.
No, could you imagine if someone in like Norway was learning English from you guys?
Oh man, it's like
fucking abortion cunt.
It would be like learning English from the Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah, it'd just be a lot of cunts and abortions.
I thought that's what you called people.
It's such an endearing quality.
Euphemism.
Do we have that? Do we have our new fucking sample for that? Speaking of abortions?
Oh, do we? Well,
the only podcast that has ever said speaking of abortions.
Oh,
Enzo is a
we
fucking abortion. Enzo is a fucking abortion.
I had to play it 3 times, but hey, fuck it.
Enzo is a fucking abortion.
Dude, that fucking shoot's great, actually.
I watched the whole thing. It is really good, isn't it?
I might come back around on that guy. I might actually like fucking Aiden English. Oh, he's not Aiden English. Sorry, what the fuck's his name? Simon Gotch. I'm already baked, so go ahead and if you have the checklist, go ahead and check off Stoned as Fuck. Now all we got to do is recap the week in wrestling, and let's do that by starting off with the week's news.
Oh.
Jesus.
Every time. Anyways. More injury troubles for the Revival, and Tina the Talking Tummy starts a Twitter feud. Over to you, Jim.
I'm Jim Vicious, and this is the motherfucking news. Let's get into the news here. What do you think for the top stories of the week? What do you want to talk about?
I didn't. You know what? There wasn't. Did I live under a rock this week and just not hear much for news? Or
well, there wasn't like a big story or anything. Nobody's got suspended or fired.
Bailey's injured, you guys. This is a big deal.
Oh no.
Like, she has a hurt shoulder. She can't hug, and then Canada shit on her. Like, this has been a bad week for Bailey.
Oh, it's great, man. I was like, we'll get into that when we cover Raw, but oh my god, I loved when they were just fucking destroyed her in the ring. I liked that Toronto crowd. I thought they were great.
It made me proud to be Canadian. I can guarantee you that right now.
Yeah, exactly. You're way cooler crowd than the other places. But so we'll talk about Baron Corbin, dude, because this is like the thing that pissed me off kind of this week in wrestling. You guys followed this, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Baron Corbin responds to Dave Meltzer, who says that Corbin is an example of WWE's fetish with tall guys. And Corbin goes to the classic, the one that Roman Reigns likes to use too. What matches and promos has Dave Meltzer done? Oh, none. He's an old man who could never do what anyone on the roster can or could. You don't have to be a chef to say that a fucking plate of food sucks, right?
No.
You don't have to be
I guess.
Go ahead.
I guess Roger Ebert should have never reviewed movies.
Yeah, never.
Wait, didn't he make a terrible movie or write a terrible movie eventually?
He did eventually.
Yeah, he was a critic for a really long time, and then he made a terrible movie. So maybe Baron's onto something here.
It shows you for fucking trying.
Yeah, but dude,
jerk.
The idea that I need to fucking take a bump to know anything about wrestling, it's fucking absurd, dude. Baron Corbin is the shits. But they continue to argue. Well, not even argue. Like, Corbin continued to bury himself, and Meltzer just, out ninja'd him completely.
He just handed him the shovel with which to bury himself.
Exactly. It's fucking
because, Meltzer was kind of being nice, to him. He was saying that, Baron's okay. He's got a shot at being decent. He said he could have a good run with a guy like Kevin Owens, but he's not ready to carry a feud. And Baron's like, no, I'm ready to do it all.
I played in the NFL.
Did he make it briefly?
I don't know.
Yeah, he was an Arizona Cardinal for a while.
Well, Dave Meltzer at one point says, think before tweeting. By that logic, your boss had no right to judge anyone in wrestling until 1998. Muchnick never had the right. Don't act like Baron Corbin knows who fucking Sam Muchnick is.
No, not a goddamn chance. He didn't know Apollo Crews was never in ROH.
He doesn't know anything about wrestling, man. So, yeah, he's the shits, and he's dumb. And he blocked us a long time ago. So
That's a win in my book.
Yeah,
I couldn't even see these things. He's so fucking silly, that bitch. And he's totally not ready to be anything, to be the champion, dude.
Well, I think the funniest part about that was that he unblocked Dave Meltzer to lob shots at him. He still peeks at at Meltzer's Twitter, and then he was like, "Oh, I better say something." Like a jilted axe. He still just checks out all his Facebook and Twitter shit.
Everyone does. Everybody does, right? I mean, you know that everybody fucking pays attention to what Meltzer does and says.
I'll say this. I am blocked by Roseanne Barr on Twitter. I have never once gone to see what she said. I have not seeked it out.
Why are
I'm
you
fine with that block.
What did you say about Roseanne?
I love Roseanne.
This was 4 years ago. I can't even remember what got me blocked. I just remember being blocked by Roseanne Barr. I think I said something about she was having a Twitter Q&A, and I told her the last season Roseanne was absolute shit because it was. That was enough to get blocked.
That was the last episode of Roseanne was a fucking cop out, man.
Man, and that last season was just so fucking bad. And I want to say that, hey, while she blocked me, Hollywood blocked her because of that last season. And she hasn't been seen in like 15 years.
But they're bringing back. But they're bringing back Roseanne with her dead husband alive again.
Yeah, I'll watch the shit out of it. I love.
I
Roseanne.
will too. I will too.
She's fucking great, man. Remember she like back at the height of that too? She posed for like some kind of a magazine, I don't know whatever it is, but she's like pulling super burnt gingerbread men out of an oven dressed as Hitler. Like she's fucking crazy, man. She did that.
She ran for president too. I think it was like the Green Party candidate in like 2012.
Yeah, now she has like a fucking nut farm in Hawaii or something. Sits around and gets stoned all day. That's what she does.
And watching New Japan.
Ahmed Johnson Roseanne Barr fan cast. Send all your Ahmed Johnson and Roseanne Barr questions to @Roseanne Barr Ahmed Johnson Show.
Let's get it happening, boys.
It's the show where two of our favorite things intersect. Talk about Takayama.
Yes.
From that, we shift gears to Yoshihiro Takayama being paralyzed.
Yeah, apparently been paralyzed too for a while now. It's just been kept quiet.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I got blocked. Speaking of being blocked, I got blocked on Facebook by a news site who literally used clickbait. They used a picture with a question mark and used clickbait to get you to click on to see who got paralyzed. And I called them fucks for it. I'm like, you do not use clickbait on someone's serious life-altering injury, you fuck sticks.
Yeah, that's shit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's hard for us to ever say, like, well, that's a shitty thing to do because, like, that's sort of our gimmick around here. Like, you know?
You say offensive things, but you wouldn't do something like that. There's just something lower about like, here's a paralyzed guy, let's make some money off it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, no.
We wouldn't make
Look,
jokes.
you guys aren't making money off this, so say whatever you want. As long as you're not making money for it, it's fine.
The same guy who like dropped a whole fucking draws wheelchair joke in one of his guest appearances.
Oh yeah. Hey, I'm not getting paid for it, so it's fine.
As long as you do it for free, you can say whatever you want. I'm pretty sure it's in the Geneva Convention, dude.
It's in the Magna Carta.
Yeah, but I'm sure you guys will pull out of that at some point in time.
Yeah.
I don't pull out anything.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Yeah, Trump never pulls out, dude. That's why he's all those fucking American Psycho-looking kids. We're not here to talk about politics. We're here to talk about... How about that message, though? How about that message from the president in the open, huh?
Oh, you know what?
I'm just...
What?
Where does he find the time, you know? Where does he find the time?
He's probably taking a shit. That's where he gets a lot of
He just listens to it on Air Force One. But, like, why do you listen if you hate it? Like, it doesn't even make sense. Like, why do you hate listening?
It's cool.
What else do we have in the news this week?
Did you hear about how Mr. 450 said that Shannon Moore fucked his wife and beat her?
Wow, I did not hear about that.
No? This is the same guy that was arrested like a month ago for beating his wife. But he says it was Shannon Moore.
And also trying to, like, go to WWE and wrestle.
Yeah.
And then act like he got hurt in a match there, when in fact he was hurt like a week or two before that.
He seems like an all-around good guy.
Yeah.
I have a Mr. 450 Mr. 450 shirt, but not because I actually bought it. I got it on Pro Wrestling Tees when I was buying a Suplex City Limits shirt, by the way.
Oh.
And they do that throw in a shirt for $7, and they'll just throw in whatever shirt that's lying around. They threw it in there, so I have one.
Here's a shirt of a guy who is just found fucking guilty of like beating his wife and faking injury and shit. Just here, have one of his shirts.
So I shouldn't wear that shirt.
Yeah, right.
I mean, fuck
It's
it.
a comfortable tee. Like all Pro Wrestling T-shirts are comfortable tees, and you can get your Suplex City Limits tee
Yeah.
for WrestlingTees.com.
He's a better co-host than me, Jim.
Oh no. He's just a whore for fucking marketing.
I'm a whore.
And WWE's canceled another show. I know we regretfully mourn the loss of Kathy Kelly's NXT Insider show.
That was a thing?
No.
I don't know what it was. What is it? What was it even called?
I don't know. I've never heard of it before. This is the first time.
It aired on WWE's social media platforms, dude.
Oh.
How much money does that save? Does that save any money at all?
No. It
How
can't
about
be.
fucking stop paying the Big Show? That might save some money. You know?
Save on catering.
Definitely save on.
That joke doesn't work anymore. He's not fat anymore. That joke would have worked like in the late 90s.
No. He still probably eats a fuckload.
Well, I mean, Jesus, you got to keep that frame up somehow.
Rejoice, wrestling fans. Darren Young is healed from his injury.
Thank God.
Yeah, I didn't know what I was going to do.
He'll
really
be
I've missed him so much.
he'll be back spreading gay mediocrity in no time.
Jesus Christ.
He is like the most boring gay dude I've ever met in my whole life. You know?
Yeah.
Usually, most gay dudes have tons of charisma. You know what I'm saying? They're like, he's got none of it, man.
Nope, none of it at all. But yeah, he's.
You guys
There's
think of, go ahead.
There's another. Speaking of, like gay, I guess. Dolph Ziggler's getting repackaged.
I saw that, dude. I saw the talk about that. I hope he needs to come back as something just fucking ridiculous, dude.
Something less
like,
gay than what he is now.
Like he's just a cowboy now, or something, or maybe he's like a man of war, not a Portuguese,
It's like
like a different one.
he should come out as like Chuck Taylor was going through a list of gimmicks he had or names he had, and one was like no gimmicks needed. Steve the Samurai. That was like the greatest name for a wrestler ever, and I'm like Dolph Ziggler. Just do that. No gimmick needed. Dolph Ziggler the Samurai. I don't know. Help me out here, guys. There's a half-baked idea here somewhere. You guys are baked. Finish it off. Come on.
Well, I mean, you could have him. You could dye his hair black. You can paint around his eyes. You can give him plastic surgery, give him slanted eyes if you wanted to.
See, someone's trying here, Jim.
I'm sorry. I don't have any ideas for Dolph Ziggler that don't involve just firing him.
Yeah.
So
what if we give him a storyline where he had sex with a dead person?
maybe it's
It
working.
could be like, Katie or, something like that.
Do you see this?
And then she'll give birth to a hand.
I expect
Yes.
Jim Cornette has exploded. His head has exploded because Mick Foley put the mandible claw on Joey Ryan's balls. What a fucking great spot that is.
Yeah, Jim Cornette went on a Twitter, had a couple tweets about it, and he said he makes more money just sitting down talking about wrestling than Joey Ryan makes actually wrestling. Then Joey Ryan's like, hey, let's compare W-2s. Or something like that, or compare IRS forms, and Jim Cornette said something back. I can't remember what it was.
Oh, dude, I thought it was a great spot. I love shit like that. Wrestling is fun. Come on, Jim.
Yeah.
What else we
Ruin the
got?
goddamn business, Jim!
But I'll listen to him bury it because I'll fucking listen to him. There's backstage talk on Jason Jordan turning heel. Obviously, that is not working, so I wouldn't fucking
It's like
know.
the only way to go with this story from the beginning. Like, you made it up and lied,
I don't know how you
get a better
knock
position.
out. Not that they would give a shit about knocking out all the holes in that either, but I mean, there's so many holes in that. Like, how the fuck, where it turns out that it is Gable or something. Or, there's so many holes to that. There's more holes in that than the Monster of Minnie Mouse.
When would he have had to fuck to have Jason Jordan? How old is Jason Jordan?
I think he's like 26.
Oh, I thought Jason's. Oh yeah, Jordan. Is he younger? Yeah, because Gable's like 30-something. 30, 32.
So if he would have to have fucked her in what, like 91?
I don't know, dude. It doesn't.
Let's not overthink this, all right? Because they clearly didn't.
Yeah, right, exactly. Anyone could have fucking told you that a fucking father-son gimmick would be just like completely awful, no matter what you did with it or who you did it with. Unless you did it maybe with Gable and made it funny, and it'd be like him and fucking Angle, fishing, and him and Angle, like him showing Gable how to ride a bike and shit, How fucking good would that be? I just thought of that.
That's much better than what they would have done now. With
him like running behind a bike with Chad, like Gable was fucking riding it. Oh man, I don't know.
I will say this though: the My Black Sun video that came from this
Yeah,
makes the angle totally worth it.
it's true. It's true.
Also, he's a ninja.
Dolph Ziggler comes in.
We tied it back.
See?
He should have a job there. Not Jim. He's not even adding anything to this. He's just reading the news. Fuck him.
Yeah.
Call back. I'm fucking driving the car over here. Driving the car.
We're currently covering your eyes and trying to get his foot on the pedals.
Yeah, I'm tugging on your seatbelt.
Did you guys see Styles and Owens making cameos in the latest episode of Being the Elite? How fucking awesome is that?
That's pretty great.
No, I didn't
Do you think-
actually.
Do you think they'll heal shit for that?
No, I doubt it.
You just think it's like so under the radar that nobody knows, or come on, they
Yeah,
would
I
have
don't-
to.
Well, a part of it too is that I would imagine WWE wants the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega in the worst way, and they would probably look at this as a close. They're getting closer to it. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, if Xavier Woods doesn't get heat for playing Kenny Omega in a video game, like actually like playing him in a video game live in front of a bunch of people, then WWE doesn't give a shit.
no.
One, Vince would have to know what the internet is outside of internet porn and looking at people's delts. And there's nobody in that company that gives a shit about watching the Elite, so I doubt they spend any time thinking about it.
And also the internet for, as we saw on Monday Night Raw, looking up palms, looking up hands.
Yeah.
Can somebody
that
tell
was
me
weird.
Someone tell me what the fuck was going on with that?
He's just super in hands.
Yeah. Like,
He's learning palm reading as part of Ziggler's new repackaging. He's going to be a psychic.
Fortune teller.
oh.
With a fucking shitty Jamaican accent. Let me tell you me fortune.
No gimmick needed. The psychic Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah.
The
Maybe he's a
Jamaican
practitioner.
cycle.
Maybe he's a practitioner of black magic. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's not
Yeah,
black.
it doesn't feel good when your joke falls flat, does it, Jim?
That was me, like, taking a fucking, like... I go for the tope, neither of you motherfuckers catch me.
Trent Beretted you. Just let it fall.
Oh, fuck, we Nia Jaxed you. Yeah. But man, if you haven't seen it, basically they're talking in front of the camera, the Young Bucks are, and Owens walks by behind, stops, and like looks at his watch, and then keeps walking. And then later Zayn comes up behind him and asks if they have the time, and they tell him the time without looking at him. It's whatever, but I enjoyed it. It was pretty cool. You hear that Gabe Sapolsky allegedly doing creative at NXT?
Yeah, which
I haven't heard of that.
I heard about it this morning, actually.
Pretty fucking random. He's been seen around there. There's people saying that that's what he's doing now, but he still holds that position with WWN Live. He's
Evolve mostly.
He's the vice president of talent relations, creative, and marketing. But yeah, evidently he's been doing some creative down there. And what do you think of that? I mean, what do you think of his booking usually?
I think he's a super talented booker. I think he definitely goes for the shock moments, so you can tell he'd learned at the feet of Paul Heyman. But I think he's super talented.
It's the only issue I would have with it is just it's a little bare bones, if you ask me. Like, I don't know. There's only so much of the just straight wrestling I want to watch.
Right.
And that's what I always see Evolve as. It was,
Yeah, where has he done booking? Is all the what has his career in booking looked like?
Well, he's done
He's done some
ROH
work.
and stuff, didn't he?
Yeah, he did ROH. He did Dragon Gate for a while, and now he does Evolve. I'm sure there's been other stuff in there, but he worked for ECW as well.
Yeah.
It was like Paul Heyman's guy there for a while.
I guess I'd have to know exactly what era of Ring of Honor was his shit.
Like the start.
All the stars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the stuff that we're doing on the Federation, that might be why I got a little, I don't know, it's a little weird. The start of ROH, the booking in ROH is a little odd at the start of it. It's just, I don't know, the weird characters they got going through, Special K and stuff like that. But I don't know, I haven't watched enough of Evolve either to really know if Gabe's, what Gabe's booking style is like.
Yeah. He can't be worse at fucking writing than fucking Mick Foley's half a Momo son.
Well, though, yeah, but he's just getting coffee, see, so.
I think he might be actually writing now. I don't know. Yeah, he's probably still getting coffee.
But have you heard, apparently, if you ask a lot of former writers of the WWE what stuff they've gotten on TV, and they'll say, basically nothing?
Yeah, Greenfield got some shit on there.
Well, yeah, yeah. That'll smack.
But yeah, I know what you're saying. We didn't get to mention it last week. I don't know why, but GFW had a bunch of really embarrassing shows in New York and Connecticut. I kind of mentioned it last week, and then I didn't actually pay it off. I totally forgot. But I kicked the hornet's nest last week by posting some photos of the crowd. And dude, these people, they're like fucking Holocaust deniers, dude. These people, they come out, they're like fucking 9/11 truthers or something. Not even. They're worse than that.
They just come out of the woodworks. They just come out of nowhere. It's like you're in this big field, and just a slew of people start walking from the trees. It's like, what?
They're trying to quantify it, and it's like, dude, you're a fucking asshole. I posted a picture of the crowd. I didn't do anything. How can you? There's empty spots. People have their bags sitting on seats in the third row, motherfucker.
It's a conspiracy theory against him. It's a conspiracy against GFW.
See, Jim, you photoshopped those people out. You photoshopped those people out, Jim. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, they're rebuilding fuggies, and they didn't expect to sell out. Oh, what? People were saying that.
I know.
They weren't expecting to sell out, so that's okay? What the fuck?
Well, I know when I'm booking a show, I go, all right, here's the thing. We're only going to put 20 people in here, but hey, we're only expecting 20 people, so good job, everybody.
Yeah. Exactly, man.
We hit our numbers. Woo!
Yeah. Oh, man. It's pretty fucking ridiculous. They ran this ballpark, I guess, I don't know, they drew 250 in a ballpark, which I don't know what your guys' feelings are. To me, stop it. Stop having wrestling in a ballpark. I think it's fucking awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless you pay me to be there, then I'll be there. But if I'm trying to actually get people to the show to pay me, no fucking way I'm doing it, because it's never going to look good, ever.
It sucks.
Yeah.
So they're there, and the funny thing is, they're all been making all these excuses. Big Time Wrestling had a show the night before in Rhode Island, which is right there with Connecticut and all these other places they ran. They drew 1,800 in a ballpark, dude.
That's a lot.
So they're doing better.
Yeah.
GFW gets fucking 250.
Hold on. I'm not good at math, but is 1,800 more than 250?
I think so. I think it's
11 more people, I'm pretty sure.
I think it's 9 times the people, actually.
So
9 more people then? Is that what you mean?
Yes, Bob Cottle.
But yeah, I just wanted to clarify that, and I spent arguing with these people as it's something else altogether. It's something to behold. They are fucking a sick bunch of people. the fucking GFW. I'm gonna call them GFW truthers. I think that's a. But that's about all I've got for news, unless you guys got anything else.
I got nothing else for news.
McMahon is evidently furious at Nakamura for dropping his back.
The only person who said that is Bleacher Report. Never believe anything Bleacher Report says. Fuck those guys. Bury them.
Fuck up.
Wait no.
What are you doing?
Because if you learned anything from the oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Ruined our sample.
I'm sure there'll be another burial sometime in this show.
I want to hear it. Now we're in.
What are you doing? I'm burying you.
Well, I mean, if you've learned anything from the Bruce Pritchard podcast, it's Vince doesn't get mad when people get hurt because he realizes it's part of the business. So all these stories, now I say, well, Vince is mad about this. It's no, because pretty much everyone who works in the back, like Bruce Pritchard, JR, they all say the same thing. Vince understands people get hurt in wrestling, and they hardly ever hold it against guys unless you consistently do it. And are an actual dangerous worker, but a one-off like this, nah.
There you go. What do we want to do here? That's all the news.
I want to do the G1 climax.
You want to talk about some G1?
Let's talk about some G1. I got no music for G1, so.
Oh, we don't? I thought we had some one time, but you don't have it anymore.
That's how it all.
No, it's not a G1.
It's a little Kenny Omega-san.
Kasaki. No, wait, no. Okada Kasakina. You gotta say their names reverse, see.
Naito Tatsuya.
Ishii Tomohiro.
I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so. All right. I'm going to throw it over to you guys as the special G1 correspondents because
Real
you have a
quick.
better grasp of what's going on than I do. I'm just watching matches.
All right, so real quick, spoiler alerts here. So if you have not watched the latest G1, just skip this part if you don't want it ruined for you.
Yeah, if you haven't watched Omega Okada 3 yet, hit
3,
pause,
2,
go do it, and come
3,
back.
2, 1, and go. All right, so I thought this was up there. This was up there with the other two, considering that they had to do it in a half hour. Okada Omega, that was as good as the other two.
Well, and they played
had a
that
much
really well.
more-
They played that really well in the story too by going gun ho right at the beginning because they know they got to get this done fast. You know. 'cause
Yeah, I thought they
only
might
got
have been
30
doing
minutes.
I thought they were doing like a Goldberg Lesnar thing at the beginning there. When I thought Kenny was actually going to hit the 1 wing angel because yeah, I mean, and then Okada comes into this selling his injuries perfectly from his match with Suzuki and Evil.
Yeah.
So he's coming in all taped up. He's looking like he's just completely beat to shit and he can't do anything. And then commentary, I don't know if you guys listen to the English or the Japanese, but the English commentary did a pretty good job.
Yeah, because
Especially Rocky Romero.
and like the day before on the Block A finals, they were teasing how he couldn't kip up in their match against
Yes.
Takahashi and Omega.
Awesome,
And
yeah.
now in this match too, it was the same thing. He still couldn't kip up. Oh, it's just
The
beautiful.
level, this goes for most of these matches that we've been watching with the G1. The attention to detail and like just the nuances to it are fucking ridiculous, man.
It is. It's the best month of wrestling of the year.
It is.
And they totally. They always do this where like one guy gets a serious injury and then he has to try to win with that serious injury. In the WWE, you barely even see guys continue their selling it in a match. Like by the end of the match, John Cena's lifting both his arms high in the air despite selling his shoulder the whole match. Like Okada was beat to shit, and he's been beat to shit for several matches now. And Kenny's had an easier, in my opinion, he's had an easier run here. He had the knee injury early on, but he's worked through it and he's looked better and he looks healthier. And him versus Naito is going to be unbelievable.
It is.
Dude, I'm fucking jacked up for that. Yeah, just a really good match, man. I can have a hard time. I know people like can rank them. It's hard for me. I just have like matches are great, and then they're just all on one level for me. I have a hard time to say which one of these I like the most. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
So now,
I think.
go. Yeah,
Go ahead.
No, you go for it.
I was gonna say, I think this now reaches the monumental levels of other feuds we've seen, like Steamboat Flair. Okada Omega is now up there with Steamboat and Flair.
I agree.
Oh yeah.
Like in those that late '80s run in the NWA when it was I think it was in '89, Flair and Steamboat had those 3 unbelievable matches. I say Okada and Omega now deserve to be in that same frame of mind.
Yeah, they've had 3 great matches, 3 different matches. You know, telling a completely different story in each match. So I feel it's got to be up there as well.
There you go. We might as well talk about the rest of the G. Holy, what else has been happening there? Do you want to slip the SCL top 5 in here, or what?
We could, but before we go there, I want to ask one more question. Who do you think comes out on the Omega Naito match? I feel it's got to be Naito.
It's Naito.
Yeah, it has
With
to be
Evil
Naito.
beating Okada, he gets a future title shot. Omega will probably get one as well, but I don't think it's going to be before Wrestle Kingdom. I don't think, knowing Gato's booking, I don't think you're going to see a 4th Omega Okada until next year sometime. Not already.
I agree, and him beating Okada gives him a title shot anyway. So, and when he takes that, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and Evil winning sets up Okada trying to get through Los Ingobernables to get to Naito at Wrestle Kingdom, where I think Naito will beat him.
That's a good idea, actually. Yeah.
That's my guess. Is now it's Los Ingobernables against Okada and Chaos, and that'll be what they're going to do for the next several months. I imagine the main event at Invasion Attack will probably be Evil versus Okada.
Possibly, yeah. Which I loved the Evil Okada match from last Saturday.
I thought the Omega Juice Robinson match was better.
That was a weirdly good match. Hey, I did not expect that at all.
Hey, I have Juice as my most improved wrestler at the G1. I thought he had that. The G1 is designed to get mid-card guys to sort of see what they can do and have them. And if you see a guy pull off an upset like him, it means that they're impressed with him and they think he can be something special. And Juice has become something really good there. And I think he's going to be probably one of the top gaijin by the end of 2018.
Yeah, they're also putting a lot of stock behind Zack Sabre Jr. too.
He just bores me.
He bores me as well, but
Sabre
they
Jr.
are
fan.
putting a lot of stock. Like, I was a big fan of the Zack Sabre Jr. Suzuki match.
I thought his match with Tanahashi was really good.
It was, yeah.
As well. Yep.
I can guarantee you one thing that's not going to happen with the title picture is there's not going to be a fucking fatal four-way.
Nope.
No.
Not going to happen.
Oh, man,
And
I saw
also-
someone...
There's only one Juice, and that Juice is Hoovy Juice. Anyway,
Have you seen Juice Robinson's T-shirt?
no.
It's like a juice box bear being squeezed, and it says "juice" with a bunch of Japanese words. It's weird. It's like
That is awesome, though.
it's super Japanese.
Well,
I thought,
there's no one else going to buy his shirt. Fuck.
I thought the least impressive was at the G1 was Michael Elgin. I expected more out of him. I thought he only had one really great match, and that was with Kenny.
Yeah.
Other than that, he was just kind of there.
Yeah, I agree.
If you want to,
Nagata had a good showing for his last G1 as well, so that was really
yeah, him versus Ishii was awesome.
nice. Yeah, it was.
The other one, then the Bullet Club basically teasing being broken up again. I think they're doing something with Tama there that'll matter later on when they're already starting to hedge their bets on Kenny leaving, so they're already starting to tease that. So,
Well, yeah, you can break them off easily too as just the Elite and Bullet Club.
yep.
And I wouldn't mind
Sonata
seeing
was-
Tamatanga being the leader of the Bullet Club either. He's growing on me a lot.
Yeah. And then Sonata, I think, had the other best showing next to Juice Robinson of the undercard guys. I think Sonata, they see he can be something special here in the next few years.
If he could get some charisma, he'll be off the charts. But like his face doesn't change the whole match. He'll get kicked in the face. It's just a blank look on his face. It's like, oh, you're so fucking good at everything. Just show some emotion.
That's how those Los Ingobernables guys are, though, for the most part. I mean, Evil doesn't do a lot of faces other than looking mad.
Yeah,
And, Naito just looks bored all the time.
it's true.
But
But
that's
that's
his
a part of his gimmick, and it's beautiful. Like
Yeah.
the whole
And that's
storytelling
part
of Naito coming to this moment. Being shafted on the Wrestle Kingdom in his main event time, being put as the co-main event, and then all around, culminating in him probably winning this year's G1 and probably winning the title at Wrestle Kingdom, in my opinion. That'd be a great story to tell because he's one of the most popular guys they have.
The best moment's going to be right there in the Tokyo Dome. Naito beats Okada, and right in front of Gato, he's going to throw the belt in the air and leave.
Yes. Have you? Oh,
'Cause he
did you
just
also
doesn't give a
hear
shit.
that the Intercontinental title is actually a bootleg Pakistani title because they don't own the
What?
rights? Yeah. So the person that made all these IWGP titles, he owns the right to the look of the title, just not the New Japan name. So he can sell that design title and put anything on it, and that's cool. If they wanted to make another one, they'd have to get him and commission him to make it because he owns the look. So
I didn't
they
know that.
bought a $300 Pakistani bootleg, and that's why it looks so fucking shitty, and that's what Tanahashi's using now.
What? Are you fucking serious?
I'm dead serious. I was on Reddit, and this guy that makes a lot of titles, like he was saying that there was an Eva Marie belt plate made before she got suspended. So that's basically saying that before she got suspended, they were planning on putting the title on her. It's just a bunch of
my
weird shit like that he
fuck.
was talking about.
Well, I wouldn't fucking doubt it. You want to do we mentioned some of our top five. You want to do the SCL top five?
Suplex City Limits Top 5.
These are the top five. What are just our favorite matches of the week? In no particular order. You want to take us through them or what, Tyler?
Sure. So the first one that I put on there was Katsukito Okada versus Minoru Suzuki from Day 16 of the New Japan Climax.
Sir.
That match going to the draw was the way that draw set up to the point system and how Evil still had a shot. Going
Yes.
into one of the final nights, it just made it a lot more riveting.
Yeah.
Can we just say, sorry, one more thing about the G1. Can we just say how WWE would not even be capable of keeping track of a scoring system this complex to book it properly? They'd get to the end and not have a clue as to how many points anybody actually had.
You mean much like that Bound for Glory thing that TNA did?
Fucking A.
I mean, like, as a booker, let's get some booker insight here. Like, how it would think about how long it would take you to plan that whole fucking thing out, all the moving parts in there.
Okay,
It's fucking crazy.
We do the FLW Cup every December, so I've done 2 of them. And there's only 16 guys involved in that, and they're not even all singles matches. And that's still a bitch to get to the final spot where, okay, everybody in this final match can win, because it ends in a 4-way with the 4 captains. It's a bitch. So I can't imagine having, 16 guys in the G1? 8 on block A,
8 guys
block
in
B.
each block, yeah.
Yeah. I can't imagine doing that. I can't imagine having that type of, like, how difficult it would be to get to the end where everyone has the points, but you still have people who can make it till the final day. It's just, no thank you.
What I have heard is they pick the winner and work backwards.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and so basically you get where you want to go and you branch your storylines from there. So, and just how they do it with the tag matches and everything as well, like they'll tell a story in the tag match before the singles match. It's just really good. It's really easy to digest too. So,
Yeah. What else we got?
Evil versus Katsukito Okada from G1 Day 14, which is a long time ago now, but it was a really good match. Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch from NXT.
Well, first on that Evil, I was so surprised by the fact that he went over Okada. That was dead pot me, man.
Yeah, well,
That
it
was
shows
my
that.
only...
Go for it.
I'm sorry. That was the only one I predicted. Like, that was like that he's going to upset him. It was the only loss I saw Okada getting before he got to Omega. I actually thought Evil was going to beat him. Just the way it was positioned and the way it was on the board there.
And they have been putting a
great
lot of
match.
stock on Evil as well.
Yeah, he'll be a great mid-card heel for them.
Yeah. He just needs to get rid of that fucking Halloween cape and that Halloween
No
sign.
way.
No, give him something
Fuck
that
off.
looks better. Something that looks better. The side just looks like something I could buy for $5 at a Halloween shop. It looks like a
He
plastic
probably
mold.
did.
Yeah, exactly. And I love the laser pointer that he does, but I feel like he needs to get something a little bit more, I don't know, credible as the shawl or whatever.
Yeah. And yeah, Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch. I was like, I'm glad that other people are agreeing. I kind of had to ask fucking people, like, am I the only one who thinks these matches are awesome? Is everyone else like these matches?
I really like them. This is the second one they've had now in recent weeks, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, dude, I really enjoy it. I think they're going to be a fucking tag team, huh?
That
that-
actually would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Yeah.
That seems like where they're going at the end of this. They shake hands, they exchange pleasantries. They look like, the only thing with it is like fucking Birch looks like an after picture of Lorcan, like trying to sell some kind of fucking self-tanner or something. They look the same, but fucking just a different hue.
A different hue.
We also had, Mil Muertes, Jeremiah Crane, Lucha Underground.
Yeah, that match was a good throwback to our hardcore style. In the day where technical wrestling is almost king now. This match was beautiful, if you ask me. Especially, I don't know, maybe it was Katrina, because I just couldn't stop looking at Katrina. But
Dude, she looked fucking hot.
yeah,
But yeah, this match went into parts of the temple we've never even fucking seen before, dude.
yeah, like all of a sudden we come back from commercial break and Crane is just blowing through a door.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. They brawled all over the temple. Good, yeah, hardcore match. I fucking enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
those
whatever
guys-
you're talking about for you.
Those guys worked their asses off.
The last one is Tetsuya Naito against Hiroshi Tanahashi from Day 17. That was the Block A final.
Yeah, that was good too. Just so many little, like we were talking earlier about the nuances. He does like the slams him down, and then from a seated position, throws the legs over his arms to pin him. But like one leg slips off right away. He doesn't get it on there, and then that's what that arm that he kicks out with. There's so much like WWE doesn't think about these things. Really, nobody else seems to think about the things that they think about. Sensible shit.
Also, shout out to Tanahashi. The guy's had a torn bicep and needs surgery, but continues to wrestle for like at least 4 months on it now.
Yeah, and
it's a legit torn.
Have you looked
bicep.
at the
it's
different
gross.
sizes too? Like,
it's gross.
His arm is so much smaller.
Dude, that's fucking hardcore shit, man.
He's still the Intercontinental Champion. It's like, because like I've heard he's not going to stop. He's just going to let it heal. Is what I heard.
Well, I've read something where it was like they plan on him getting surgery after Wrestle Kingdom. I'm like, at that point, can you even do surgery? It's almost been a year. Like, at what point does scar tissue just take over and fucking wreck your bicep?
Maybe.
Also, am I correct in saying that this Evil and Okada was pre-Raw? Is that right?
Evil Okada was last Saturday.
Yeah, so it was pre-Raw, so they completely ripped off that chair throw spot?
Yes, they did. With
fucking bitches.
Yeah, that was a great spot, too. God damn.
Speaking of rip-offs, I want to talk about this before Jared has to go.
Okay.
Street Profits this week debuted in NXT. And they are a complete They are a complete fucking rip-off of the Bonus Boys.
Somebody in NXT clearly watches Future Stars of Wrestling because this is the third thing that they've just blatantly taken from them. The WWE as a whole. It's fucking ridiculous.
Dude, this one is blatant. It's ridiculous, man.
The worst for me was Swade Thompson, who's been in FLW before.
Yeah.
He did it was a hilarious video called The Top Guy Academy. Come on down to the Top Guy Academy. And it was hilarious. Literally the next week is when they started saying top guys.
Yeah.
And just the blatantness of it. And then you have a guy like I Am Funny Bone, Funny Bone. He's been the Demon King or your Demon King forever. And then Finn Balor takes it from him. WWE creators clearly watching. And I know the old saying is don't take your over gimmick to WWE tryouts because they'll just take it. But now they're just blatantly just watching the Fight app, which you can watch fully loaded TV on.
Yeah.
And they're clearly watching the Fight app and stealing stuff from people.
Yeah, so that is like saying top guys or shit like that is one thing, But dude, they copied everything, man. They fucking wear the same colors. They wear similar fucking gear. They do the same fucking handshake deal. I mean, everything. It's like the fucking same, dude.
Yep. It's ridiculous.
That shit. So that's why I suggest we start the hashtag fuck the Street Profits.
See, now, and I have been staying quiet here because I did not know who the Bonus Boys really were.
Yeah, a lot of people probably don't, understandably so.
But when I seen, like, without knowing that it's a blatant rip-off. Yeah, you did. Before, when I was watching NXT, not knowing that it's a blatant ripoff, I'm a fan of the smaller guy in the group, Ford or whatever. I liked him.
Agreed. Talking sucks. How does he suck for how long he's been there? Yeah, he sucks. Anyway, what were you going to say, Jared? Sorry.
I'll just say shout out to the Bonus Boys, former FLW Tag Team Champions. If you get a chance, just watch some of their stuff on YouTube, especially their stuff, anything with them versus the Whirlwind Gentlemen. The best tag wrestling going today.
It's good shit.
Anyway.
They're also on the brand newest episode of they're the first match on the newest episode of WCWC.
The brand newest?
Did I say brand newest?
At first, yeah. It's funny.
Dude, you motherfuckers, I'm used to here I'm just sitting back listening to you fuckers jack off over New Japan's just smoking like nonstop.
Well, it is called a climax, Jim.
Yeah.
I'm retarded at this point. I've smoked so much throughout this show.
And so, before Jarrett leaves, just the only other matches announced for the G1 final is War Machine against Cody and Hangman Page for the IWGP Tag Team Champions. And the Young Bucks
War Machine retains.
Yes, and then the Young Bucks against Taguchi and Ricochet for the junior tags.
Young Bucks retain.
I agree.
Let's talk that War Machine is going to fucking Ring of Honor, man. Or not Ring of Honor, excuse me, NXT.
Are they? As far as I know, they just signed a 3-month extension on their New Japan and ROH deal.
That's not very reassuring, though. 3 months.
No, I imagine they're told that they want to finish out their run here, or
Yeah.
they're trying to negotiate and they know they have NXT in their back pocket. So you go, all right, give me a long-term deal, and New Japan goes, give us 3 months, and we'll come up with a year deal for you.
Dude, they're a fucking
that's-
great fake team.
They are.
They did that. They did that with Kenny after Wrestle Kingdom. He got a 3-month extension, then it became a year. They'll do that just to give themselves time to see if they actually want to keep the person.
Oh,
But
right.
yeah, I think War Machine's the best big man tag team in the world today.
Oh, easily. Much better than what WWE is offering up with Authors of Pain. That's for sure.
Exactly. While you're here, man, let's talk about what's going on in the world of fully loaded wrestling.
Like I said, every Monday you can watch us on Fight at 9 p.m. Central Time. So wherever your time zone is, figure it out.
Going
Just
head to
watch
head with
anytime.
Raw, motherfucker.
Always. Fuck it. Everybody just
head-to-head
DVR
with Raw.
shits. Everybody just DVR shits, watch it later. It's all on demand. Nobody watches anything live anymore.
I
We're all just
definitely
jerking
don't
off
watch
into the
Raw
wind.
live. Definitely not.
No, nobody does.
No.
Well, why would you? They give you no reason to. But I'll give you a reason to watch Fully Loaded TV. Next week we have Eric Cannon on, Mr. 205 Live, Mr. Man with a Plan.
Dude's
He'll
an
be on
underground.
Mondays.
Dude's an underground fucking legend in my book, man.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, he's awesome. And a couple episodes back, we had a 6-man ladder match that involved broken tables, broken ladders. It was a hell of a match. I recommend you go watch it. Episode 88 on YouTube or Fight, if you're so inclined to watch that. Coming up August 25th and 26th here in Minot, we have a event series at the Vegas Motel that should kick some ass. I'm pretty excited for it. And beyond that, we'll be in Fargo in September and then back in Minot October, November, December.
Fucking A, man. That's good.
Oh, hell yeah.
What?
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 All right, man. How much time we got with you here? Still, we got time to play a game?
Yeah, let's play a game.
I want to play. All right. I always feel like I should be a game show host then.
Well, what are you waiting
We're
for, Jim?
back.
It says here that you're in the wrestling business. That's pretty crazy. That was almost Harry Carey.
It was Harry Carey, yeah.
What's your favorite planet? Mine's the sun.
Oh, that's a real neat planet.
Oh shit! My pipe rolled away. Fucking show's over. Show's over.
Shut it down. Shut it all down.
Fucking shut it down. What are this week's categories?
We have WCW failed regimmicks or failed repackagings, and I can't remember the last name of the category, so I'm just going to say WWF New Generation.
No, let's just say it's a mystery fucking one. Yes.
There you go.
I'll take mystery for 500, please, Jim. Jim, this
Yes.
isn't funny. I'll take it, please.
All right. What do we got?
Fuck.
Oh, come on, man. What?
Everybody's bitching about it being hard. This one's easier.
All right. That's easy. Jared,
I don't know this one.
shut up. Are you serious?
Dude, I'm terrible with fucking songs. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. It's
I'm fucking terrible, dude.
It's Razor Ramon, man.
Oh, fuck.
He said new WWE.
No, I said New Generation.
Oh, god damn it. God
Yeah.
damn it. I thought he meant like recent. God damn it.
Okay,
That's
do you
what I
want
thought
do
it
you
was
want to
back.
switch your pick?
Fuck
Do you
off.
want to switch your pick?
Hold on. Let's clarify.
No, now
I
that I
did get it
know-
right, didn't I?
Yes.
Okay,
that's
okay.
Razor Ramon. I would say, I'm like, wow, this is a Razor Ramon ripoff. But, yeah, new generation meaning like the 93 to 95. Fuck off. God damn it. Fuck.
What's next? just
I
sit
don't
there.
know.
You don't know.
I don't know.
Shut the fuck up.
No, I don't. Dude, I'm terrible with songs. What do you want from me?
Oh my fuck! It has an inlet. It's a 1, 2, 3 kid.
Damn.
These seem. I don't know if you're fucking doing a bit right now or not. I'm like, is he doing a bit? I don't know. Maybe these are just really easy to me, but to me, they're like, these seem like cake, man.
If he didn't know those two, he's not going to know this one. This one's
I'm doing a bit, guys. This is 100% a bit.
Are you ready for the final one? That's going to be ultimately harder than
Yeah,
the rest?
I'll take New Generation for 800, please, Jim.
It's the Daily Double.
Is that Dean Douglas? Damn it.
Is it the Body Donnas? Is it Candido? Hey, hold on. I'm gonna get it. Is it? No, what is it?
It is the first theme that Shawn Michaels used after leaving the Rockers. So yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
he used it. He used
Well,
it like on like 3 house shows or something like that.
Hey guys, I'm just glad I got to be part of the game. You know, I'm kind of sad I didn't win any money, but you know, shout out to my family. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Holy shit. Well, that's going to do it for that. What do I want to do? What do I want to move into? I guess we got to talk about WWE and what's going on there.
I suppose at some
Do
point.
we
in
have
time.
to?
Yeah, I think we do. We started off talking about some Raw. I was like half waiting for you to be like, well, actually, I have to take off now. So,
Welcome everyone.
to Monday Night Raw. What else do you want to talk about on these shows? I mean, we can just bust through.
How awesome Cesaro versus Dean Ambrose was
It was a
a
really
good
good
match.
match. It really
for a
was.
TV match.
Yeah.
It was an honorable mention for our top 5 because I put it on my top 5 list, but it was only Monday, so it got knocked off by some of the other shit.
Yeah, and no, yeah, it's that match itself was really good. Just the fact that it's a television match where it's the points of the match are so predictable, where it's like, okay, well, I expect them to. It's 1:45. They're going to go to a commercial break soon, so somebody's going to get thrown out of the ring in 5, 4. Oh shit! 3 seconds before I thought. Good.
Yeah, they teased the Shield stuff throughout the night. Well, at least Rollins and Ambrose. Their gay porno continues.
Nothing wrong. Hey, I actually like the way they're building that. I thought it was clever. They're doing it well.
Yeah.
Although I don't like the idea that I don't like the idea of them, like everyone's saying, they're going to reunite the Shield and they're going to help Roman win the title. That's like the last thing I want to happen.
See, the one thing that just eats at me is, okay, so you got these guys getting fucked over, right? So their good buddy Roman Reigns just won't do nothing about this, eh? Nothing.
Right. Yeah.
Well, he's busy having chairs thrown at him by Braun Strowman.
This doesn't make a good friend. If Jim was lying in a ditch here and I drove by, I was like, sorry, man, I got to go to the coffee shop, man. Sorry, and you lied in the ditch.
Hold on a minute, though. What if Braun Strowman was chasing you? Would you stop to help Jim then?
It depends on if he's reading Juno or not.
Oh, yes.
Can we just say that Braun Strowman's the greatest thing to happen to the WWE in like the last 3 years? Fuck AJ Styles. Fuck everybody else. Nakamura. Fuck that. Braun Strowman existing in the WWE and just knocking shit over, recklessly throwing human beings wherever the fuck he wants.
He's the best guy they've created, for sure.
Yeah. in the last.
Come
decade.
on, dude. I mean, not to say they were above fucking it up, because I guess you're right. But to anyone else, it seems like a no-brainer. Like, well, obviously you managed to make this fucking crazy huge guy a star. I mean,
Yeah, but think of all the crazy huge guys they haven't made into stars.
Kali.
oh god.
You know?
I mean, it's true. That's the best thing I think right now. Honestly, if you're gonna have a shot to do anything face-wise with Reigns, just put him back with these two guys and.
Yeah, it would definitely be over. I would just prefer to see Braun Strowman walk out champion at SummerSlam. And then just like the next few months is just Braun Strowman throwing human beings while being champion.
Yeah. And then you could just put together, groups of 3 to fucking take them on. I don't know.
So now,
Yeah, I mean-
if you had Braun Strowman throwing everybody around as a champion, who would you use as the one guy that could get through him?
Who would I? So you're asking me who at WrestleMania? I
Yeah,
would put
yeah.
against him?
Let's say Braun went all the way to WrestleMania. Who wins the Rumble to go and face Braun?
You're saying that he's champion at this point.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
he's the heavyweight champion since SummerSlam. You keep them apart, but I think eventually you could do Bray.
Okay.
Wow.
You could do Bray Wyatt against Braun Strowman at WrestleMania, with Bray Wyatt talking about how he created the monster and now he'll take the monster from us. If it wasn't for him, Braun wouldn't be here. But in his stupid, crazy Bray Wyatt promo way of doing things.
In a way nobody will understand what he's talking about.
Yeah. Man, I created you. I can take you. That's more Dude Love. I don't know. Brother Love. Bray Wyatt. I can't do a Bray Wyatt. I'm sorry.
Jason Jordan.
Jason Jordan.
Oh, yeah. No.
But yeah, that's what I would do. If I made Braun Strowman champion at SummerSlam, it would eventually lead to Bray versus Braun at WrestleMania.
Jason Jordan, no reaction from the crowd at all.
Thank you,
He got
Toronto.
some booze. He got some booze.
Hey, man, don't tell him short.
Shout out to Toronto for just being the best wrestling crowd this side of Chicago.
was really
The
fun.
Jobber gets a huge pop. And,
Okay, now-
let's go Jobber chance.
I gotta ask you a question now. Who in the fucking bright mind thought that the Canadian Jobber was not going to be over? Who?
Maybe they wanted him to be.
That's
Well, they made him French, though.
yeah,
so-
but that's just a pocket. Some people hate the French. That's just like some people hating blacks, right? Like there's
Jesus Christ.
What? No, I'm comparing the two.
I know.
I'm comparing the two, right? Like
Yeah.
It's basically just like racism. There's a pocket of people that believe it, but for the most part, people don't think French Canadians suck because like, look, Kevin Owens, Sami
Fuck
Zayn.
'em.
Hey, I'm not French Canadian, so I'm not taking no offense to it. Don't worry about it.
Speaking of races, there's like this crazy huge thing happening in Virginia right now. I mean, as a Canadian, have you heard about this?
No.
There's like thousands of fucking racists with torches, and they're like having a rally, and
Hey,
crazy.
let's not judge. We don't know that they're racist. I mean, there was just a group of white supremacists who tried to get to a black church to intimidate a bunch of black people. We don't know that they're racist. Okay? We can't do that. We can't judge. We can't judge, Jim.
But yeah, the fucking Jordan goes over here, and the crowd just boos the shit out of him. It was glorious.
Hey, if they're booking him to be a heel, they're doing it right.
Well,
They're
if they
probably
are.
stumbling into something good here,
If
but
they,
they don't know.
if they
what they're
aren't
actually
though,
doing.
if they aren't booking him to be a heel, oh my fuck.
Right. The crowd boos the shit out of Bailey also on this show. That was fantastic.
That's the first time I've ever seen a WWE.
That's long.
That's the first time I've seen in a long time a WWE wrestler get just completely flustered on the mic. Like she was just like taken aback by their boos.
I think the last time it happened to this effect was Triple H when they started chanting CM Punk. I remember a time when CM Punk started being chanted, and Triple H just puts the mic down and is just like, I don't know what to say. And then Stephanie cuts in and just shuts him up.
Batista did that too, when it was Daniel Bryan, and when he made that comeback, and they just booed him out of the building. You could just tell it just pissed Batista off, and he didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
Oh god, I don't know. Enzo and Cass still have shit involving the Big Show. That's awful.
Enzo is a fucking abortion.
Oh man, this Wyatt and Balor thing I think is pretty piss poor.
What is it about?
Pretty decent.
I don't get it. What is it about?
Not about anything.
Fair enough.
Well, what is anything about anything in the WWE anymore? I mean, not to skip to SmackDown, but I mean, John Cena and Baron Corbin are going to wrestle. Just why the fuck not? You're not even trying.
No, it's true.
Oh, it's basically WWE's like, oh, I don't have an opponent. Do you have an opponent? No, we should probably fight each other. That'd be pretty neat, huh?
Oh man!
Like,
Hey, two
where's
women's
Brian-
matches here. Oh yeah.
Where's the Brian Pillman Gold Dust? I'm gonna fuck Marlena. That's my kid. Now we're gonna have a blood feud going on. No. Instead we have Finn Balor just appearing in a ring. Good job,
Yeah.
jerks.
He's scary. Doss Wonder Twink. They had two women's three-ways on here. Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
No.
So how dreadful is Alicia Fox? Like-
Alicia Fox. She's I don't know. She's got a really good Northern Lights.
That's all we ever could say about her. But like this match was a okay match if you didn't watch the Alicia Fox stuff, because like Alicia
least she
Fox
has-
is horrible.
At
She
least
didn't
she
even
has
do it.
intensity.
I suppose.
She did do the fucking.
Did she? Fair enough.
Yeah.
Wait, Jim, are you really defending Alicia Fox?
He is, and it's
This
fucking
happening?
me up. It is.
He just likes to beat off to her. That's the
Yeah,
thing going on here.
No,
he likes
no.
he likes to mix it up. So okay, but one thing that was good though was that Ocean Cycle suplex onto the apron though by Emma.
I was gonna defend her. I will defend her if you want. No, she has good intensity, man. She sucks, but at least she like looks like she's trying to fight somebody. You know, she looks like she's mad at them when she goes at it. And yeah, good
That's-
like suplex.
Terrible match though. That was
Yeah,
not a
it
good
was.
match. None of
It was.
the women's matches were good this week.
No.
No, Bliss is still awful on commentary. How is she so good at like promos and shit? You put her on commentary and she's the complete shits.
Because she's good at reading a script, but not good off the top of her head.
No, that's exactly it.
Some people are just made that way.
Yeah, that answer proposed itself to me halfway through the question. I mean, Dana Brooke, I was like, I forgot about Dana Brooke. Oh,
So did everyone else, and we all liked it that way.
yeah, Mickey James drew the fucking short straw on that one. It's like you get Bliss, or you get Nia Jax and Dana Brooke, like woof.
Well, go out there and make them look good, huh?
I was talking
I
about
can do that.
Goldust becoming a manager,
Yeah.
which this yet kind of leans toward.
That's intriguing.
It is, and because he's saying he's got his goal, his masterpieces to come, and how somebody will be in his shadows, and he'll.
Oh, for the
whatever.
love of God, let it be Darren Young.
Oh my fuck! It is, Jim. I totally have lost all interest in this now. It is damn.
We are coming full circle with the Gold Dust gay character. He actually will now manage a gay person.
It's gonna be Luke Harper once they trade him over to Raw after the SummerSlam shakeup. Goldust and Luke Harper.
well-
what do you think of the?
I kind of want to see Darren Young now.
Painted up and shit.
yeah, like rubbing his
just
dick on
present
people's
him.
backs and stuff.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I like this. God damn it, pal, you're onto something.
Can I have a job?
Rub his delts.
Do you want
Do
me
you
to
know
get
that
the oil,
fuck-
sir?
You
Give me
know
the
that,
oil.
that fucking Dustin at one point pitched the idea that he would get fake tits for $1 million or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy
that's-
fuck.
That's commitment.
That was peak drug use for that guy.
Definitely. That was when he was wearing like the assless chaps and shit.
That's fucking going deep, dude. That is going deep.
You know who probably liked the idea? Vince Russo.
That's money, bro.
Bro, you should get some tits, bro.
I love the tits on you, bro.
I mean, you a star, but with tits, bro, forget about it.
The moon, bro.
Fucking
Moon.
world champion, bro. You get tits champ in the first 6 months. I fucking guarantee it, bro. Bigger than fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin. They're going to say Stone Cold who?
And bro, at night, bro, you can just play with him, bro. Just play with him.
Let me play with him, bro.
Bro, can I lick him,
can
bro?
him?
Bro, can I lick him? Bro.
They also dusted off the shark cage thing again.
Yeah, like, what
Seen
the
it.
fuck? Why is a babyface in the shark cage? You're supposed to keep, right? Like,
They're just trying to use it. They're like, well, we got that shark cage. What kind of things do we have in the old prop house? That's like the Punjabi prison. They're like, dust that motherfucker off. And
How often do you think Arn Anderson just throws his pen on the floor and leaves rooms? Like the way they book shit in this company. Arn Anderson just randomly just goes, no! And just leaves. And it'll just calmly come back later on in the night, or later on in the day like nothing happened.
well, I mean, after you get stabbed with a fucking scissors by Sid, right? Like, nothing can top
He
that.
almost did, yeah.
and
Was he actually stabbed?
I don't know.
I think it was just an attempt at a stabbing.
Could have been.
I love pro wrestling.
And for the main event, Braun and Robot Reigns. Joe comes out, puts him in the coquina clutch, and Reigns taps. Not part of the match, but
Now let's talk about how stupid that finish is. So it's a no DQ match. So therefore, Joe coming out and applying the clutch onto Roman Reigns, the ref shouldn't have stopped counting Braun Strowman.
well, yeah.
Braun Strowman was out for like 25 seconds.
Well, it's chaos. I mean, what do you want the ref to do? Just let Roman get choked? I mean, he has a job to do, and that's to protect the two people in the match. Why don't you open up your ref handbook once in a while and understand the rules? It's clearly stated that if a foreign person comes into the match, they have to be dealt with before the count finishes.
Foreign Samoan.
It's page 11, rule B, all right? Fucking God.
It's section 84, subsection 63, okay? Get it right.
You knew it was coming, though. It's just like all these finishes on these Raw, main events involving these people. Joe's coming out eventually, and he does. And
Wrestling's always been that way, though. Like, I've watched. I'm watching I just finished 96. I'm halfway through 97 Raws, and it's like, oh yeah, everything ends with the Hart Foundation attacking somebody or Stone Cold attacking somebody. Nothing's ever a clean finish, and that's okay for TV. But it's when you get to the pay-per-views and you get fucked finishes at the pay-per-views when you piss people off because they're paying to see the payoff.
Well, they're doing that shit now, though.
I know.
It's fucking bullshit. It's like they're building everything toward TV nowadays. It's a weird deal. Everything's kind of flipped around. So that's pretty much Raw. I thought it was a chore. And
I thought it was a B.
like it.
I enjoyed it.
I give the show I give it a fucking D because most weeks I give it an F. I'll give it a D for a good Ambrose Cesaro match.
I'll give it
C+.
a Gold Dust B cup.
So we got a D, C plus, and B.
Dude, Dustin has a fucking. He's got a D cup shaped body, man. He needs
I
B's.
know. But it didn't fit into my B, all right? Fuck off. Try to make it work. Square peg, round hole.
So, I guess we had to talk about SmackDown as well, do we? SmackDown Live, also from Toronto. That's cool that they ran like a double shot up there.
Did you notice the guy in the crowd that looked like Fred Durst in Raw and SmackDown? On Raw, he had a shirt that says Roman sucks, and on SmackDown, he had a shirt that said Cena sucks.
Cena sucks.
I thought it was funny, man. Some people were like,
hero.
Some people were like, that guy's a douche. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, like, just taking the shit out of everybody. It's great.
I don't know, dude. Yeah, open with fucking Cena, of course. Cena promo starts the show. This was bad. And he starts sucking Naka's dick. And I just hate when, he tries to put people over. It just doesn't really work. You know?
I hate uninspired Cena. Like, you can tell he doesn't give a shit right now about what's going on. Because when he wants to, he could turn it on. But he's also the kind of guy who just be like, I gotta work who? Baron Corbin.
He has the ability to take away everything you gain from a win over him. You know that? It's so fucked up. You beat the guy, you beat the dude, and whatever you gain is just gone when he comes on and is like, doesn't fucking care. You know?
Yeah.
You ever see that dude care? Never.
No, and him and Randy Orton, they're just don't give a shit, and it's tough. It's unfortunate. The Hogan would do that to people.
Yeah. It's like, it's fucking stupid. He'll lose a belt and then come out like the next day, you know, doing the same fucking shtick. Stupid.
Yep.
Corbin eventually comes out, has an awful fucking bit of promo, but dude, Cena crushed him, man. Like,
Yeah.
it was glorious. Why would you send this dumb fuck out there to do this? You know, like, and that's another Cena thing right there. It's like legit fucking take dudes down and fucking promo.
Yeah, Cena has the ability to just completely wreck your career. That dumpster fire thing is going to follow Baron Corbin.
It will.
Probably forever.
Yeah. But like it's crazy too, because it's not like that was rehearsed. That was a sign that he seen in the crowd, and he just read it, and it just took the shit right out of Corbin.
Yeah, imagine another guy on the roster, though, doing that, and how much they'd get yelled at in the back for it. And Cena gets to just do it. And that's why he gets to stay on top, because he just does things, and then they let him do it.
Yeah. He also calls him skinny fat, makes fun of his body. So that's, I mean, that might be a little based in reality. Imagine he just like looks at Corbin and is just like, what? I mean, what do you think of Corbin when you're working in back there? You think the same shit we think of him, right? No?
Well, apparently
Yeah,
everybody
who the
hates
fuck?
Baron Corbin.
Well, I don't doubt it. He's a cunt. You've seen that from Breaking Ground on. The guy's a cunt of a real person. Like,
Well, did you see what
dude, he
Finn Balor
sucks.
tweeted at him?
No.
No, I don't know. Baron Corbin said something, and Balor said that he missed a couple days. I hope he doesn't lose. I hope I don't lose my abs. Then Baron Corbin says, "You're 160 pounds. You have no choice but to have abs." And then Balor said, "Is that why you wear a t-shirt? Can you send some of the pounds to me?"
It's fucking awesome, dude. What else? It's Usos took it at Dillinger and Zayn, which is weird.
First day is age.
And then JBL says that the Bizarro land loved the lovable, neurotic Sami Zayn. So it's saying that nobody else should love Sami Zayn.
Oh yeah, the Bizarro world was on full effect here in Toronto.
Toronto's always Bizarro world. They always call them.
At the end of the match, the New Day attack. That was great. Usos run away, and one of them just completely eats shit on the ramp running away. Did you see that?
No.
Fucking great, dude. He just bites it hard. It's awesome.
That makes me think of, like I said, I'm going through the old 97 Raws, and there's a Raw where Owen trips on the ramp, and Owen stands up and goes, "That's shoddy American work for you!" Like, he just knew right away what to say, because he looked like an asshole tripping. And the look, like Brett, who's like never had a character, totally cracked a smile and started laughing at Owen. "That's shoddy American work for you!"
And that was the last time that Bret Hart laughed.
At least they got it on videotape, so his family has a picture of it.
Fashion peaks once again.
This is the best thing in WWE right now.
It is. I absolutely fucking love it. And knowing all the little Easter eggs in it just makes it so much better.
I love the anal probe mention. That was great.
Yeah. That was.
Arn Anderson sighting.
Oh yeah, I loved it.
He just stormed out of creative meeting after throwing a pen and he needed some comfort food.
That's how he killed Tully. He left the creative meeting so mad, he just went and just ripped the shit out of Tully.
Who was killed? Tully was killed before Daryl, right?
Daryl. Well, Daryl was killed because there was like a cease and desist order. The
really?
People, the people that made the cat didn't want them to use it, or they had to pay to use it, so they had to kill the cat and bring it back as something different, like their own cat. So.
Why would they have
pro wrestling?
Why would you have an issue with this guy carrying your product? Like, don't you sell tons of them?
Well, that's what you think, but
yeah, why would you know?
Doesn't everybody want like a fucking Daryl, right? I mean, you know,
maybe they were trying to come to an agreement on selling them at New Japan shows, and New Japan said no. Who knows?
Yeah, you never know.
Be a good piece of merch right there.
Yeah, or maybe they're just cunts. Who knows? You know, there's cunts in every business.
It's true. Speaking of cunts,
I knew it.
Charlotte Flair defeats Lana in a squash match.
That's called serving you up, man. You're welcome.
Yeah. if I didn't take it, he was going to take it.
The highlight of this match was Lana pulling down Charlotte's pants.
Oh shit!
And you got to see that manly ass.
Yeah, right. That's weird fucking manly pelvis bone.
Jared's over there beating off just thinking about it.
I kind of like that they...
That's it.
I've been beating off this whole time.
Oh, makes me feel good.
This is just, just edging myself this entire show, and then right as I get off the air, that's just the sound you're going to hear. Just what an angry grunt.
That's what you sound like when you nut, just one angry grunt.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
5-star podcast.
I actually like this next bit, despite Shane trying to, fucking pull a Steph on these guys. I like that they used old footage. They went back to shit. They actually used things that have happened as part of the story, which is something they usually don't do.
Jesus Christ. We've got to that point with WWE. It's like, you guys did something right. It's so simple and easy.
You referred to something that already happened on your shows. Hey, man.
Arn was behind this booking right here. This is Arn's idea.
Yeah,
So-
this is how they got him back.
Ends with Shane taking a accidental Pele kick. So, building that up. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be Owens and Shane at the next SmackDown pay-per-view.
Yeah, it's possible. Maybe Survivor Series. Or
Yeah,
something.
no, I was gonna say Survivor Series. Shane doesn't come back for one-off pay-per-views. He's got to be like every McMahon. He's got to make himself part of the big shows.
Did
Yeah,
you guys
that's the reason why
understand what is going on with this Lana and Hardly Fly Tamina Snuka's fucking story?
Yeah, Tamina wants to be beautiful, and Lana wants to be tough.
What I got out of it was fast forward.
What I got out of it was to the next segment faster. Oh, man. Why? And, dude, am I wrong here? I'm glad you're here with your pro wrestling booking expertise. Was Carmella versus Naomi here not fucking ridiculous? Is it not that ridiculous to have your Money in the Bank winner against the champion in a non-title match?
Yeah, it's confusing. I don't understand why you'd do it. I mean, it makes sense for the heel to do it, especially if the heel is going to take the loss because it doesn't matter because she has the briefcase. But for a babyface, if they had the briefcase take the loss, just doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make any
But yeah,
sense.
why didn't she just grab the briefcase, crack her over the fucking head with it, get disqualified, but then the match starts when she cashes in? That's
There's
stupid.
a
They should not be in the
million
same match.
ways.
Especially
Yeah, they
when
should
you
have
had
it in the same
Ellsworth
fucking
coming
match.
in. Right? Like,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Ellsworth could have turned in the fucking thing mid-match without Naomi knowing, then knocked her off, and then, I mean, it's so fucking... I just don't get why you would do that.
It's dumb. You're right. I have no
And,
justification for it.
Yeah, in precisely what is killing Nakamura, we have an interview with Renee and Nakamura.
oh yeah, sit down, reveal all interview.
It's better than him in the ring of doing a promo or something, but fuck, it still sucks.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
Well, 'cause,
You
like,
can't
for the
even-
last couple of weeks, they've been doing it right. You know, just giving them little things
Yeah.
to say, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, oh, let's see if this works again now. No.
Him trying to say, we should have fucking got a sample of that. I didn't think of it. And him trying to say Maharaja. It's fucking glorious, dude. Oh my god.
Sound it out for the audience, Jim. Sound it out.
I don't know. Jinder Mahal. No. I just fucking... And then your main event, another one that's quite don't understand. The Randy Orton beats Jinder clean. Beats your champion clean. I did not watch this match.
I didn't either. Nope.
I refused to watch this.
Nobody watched this match.
And I said that on Twitter. Check
Everyone in
this
the
out.
arena left.
Wrestling.
They're like, "Fuck it.
Let's
go home."
I'm like, I refuse to watch this fucking match. And of course, some people on Twitter are like, this is a good match, actually. Go fuck yourselves, dude.
There will always be people who defend whatever's on TV. It's always. It's
fuck yourself.
and I have no doubt that it was maybe probably a decent match if you hadn't already seen them wrestle a million times and Randy Orton actually gave a shit, which he never does, ever, except partly in the Bray Wyatt feud.
Yeah, right.
Partly. Let's not forget that.
It's the most effort you're going to get out of Randy Orton in 2017, okay?
Let's not forget how weird that House of Horrors match was.
I try to. I try to block it out of my memory.
And I'm going to.
Now you brought it up, and now I'm triggered. Thank you.
This is not your safe place, Jarrett.
No.
House of
Poor
what?
fridge.
That's SmackDown. I guess we'll talk more about WWE and shit as we preview SummerSlam next week. That's next weekend, man. SummerSlam and TakeOver.
Yeah. At least there's no more G1 after this weekend, so it's.
Oh, well, that's true. We get to take a break on that. What else we doing here, man? Talking.
I think, can I add someone into the Suplex City Limits Hall of Fame?
Babe.
I put you on the spot, didn't I?
It depends who we're talking about. You can propose somebody, but we can veto it. How about that?
Okay, how about this? And hear me out. Ahmed Johnson.
Shut the fuck up.
The Pro River Plunge. The most dangerous man in professional wrestling. Literally, the most dangerous man. The greatest wrestler of all time, Ahmed Johnson's down the Suplex City Limits Hall of Fame. That's that simple. Put him in. Put him in, gentlemen.
The fuck? Hello. Who's the last person I put in? I don't even remember.
You know what? I'm with Jared.
It
on
was
this
a guy
one.
with a
I think
blue
though.
mask.
I think we put him in as Big T though.
Oh, nope. He's got to go in as Ahmed. Nope. I'm pretty steadfast on this, guys. He's going in as Ahmed Johnson. And he's going to actually show up to the Hall of Fame, and he's going to give a great speech. I'm telling you right now.
Mark.
You know what we should do? We should like message him and be like, "Hey, we want to add you into our Hall of Fame. Nobody's ever been in it before. You're going to be the first inductee. Can we get you to come in and say a few words?"
Hold on a minute, man. I got to call you back. I'm on break right now. McDonald's. And when I'm done with work, I'm going to call you back.
I'm pulling a double today, doing the fries.
Actually, I think he's a trucker. Like, I think I read that somewhere. Like, he's like a long-haul trucker now.
Well, that's a good job for fat fucks.
Ahmed Johnson's in the Suplex City Limits Hall of Fame.
No,
Fuck
he's
it.
not.
Put it down, Jim.
He's not.
I guarantee you could get him on the show.
I don't want to
Call him up. Like, hey, you're in the Suplex. Why don't you want Ahmed Johnson on your show? He's a bigger star than G. You know, what's his name? The guy from Crime Time.
Oh,
JTG.
JTG.
You
Yeah,
don't act
see,
like
I
you
didn't
don't know his name, motherfucker.
I didn't remember his name. Everybody remembers Ahmed Johnson. Everybody.
Well, I'm gonna
Not
go and
story.
fucking. I'm gonna go take an old man piss while you guys fucking jack off over Ahmed Johnson. You can talk
All right, while
about
he's
it.
gone. All right, while he's gone, Tyler, you have access to Facebook page, right?
Yes. Like who's?
All right, just
does
add
not.
a picture.
Fuck no,
There's
he
nothing he
doesn't.
can do.
Oh, the
does
Suplex
not.
City Limits. No, I don't have access to the Suplex City
Damn
Limits.
it. What about the Twitter? Do you have access to Twitter?
No.
No.
Just tweet that he's in the Hall of Fame. God damn it, Tyler! You are useless to me in this scenario.
Wait, no. I got. Let's see now. I'm gonna go to. Is Jim gone yet? Yes.
He must be.
is.
All right,
So-
while he's gone, we should talk about how amazing Omega and Okada was again. It was unbelievable.
Wasn't it though? It was, like, just another thing I really like too. I can't remember the name of the move, but it's that deadlift German that he does.
Yeah.
Montanza's Revenge or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, it's the one where he puts him up. Looks like he's going for the one-winged angel.
Then drops
and
him.
then, drops him and does the German. I
Yeah.
can't remember what he calls it either, though.
It's something Revenge, but that's a move that he hasn't used for such a long time. And
Yeah.
the one match where he beats Okada is the match where he uses that move. So it's just, I was going into that match thinking, like, the only way Kenny Omega's going to win this match is he's got to use a move that he doesn't use or hasn't used in a long time. And when I seen that, I was like, oh, yes, thank you.
He busted out two. He did the, I can't remember what it's called, that double underhook. Basically, it's the pedigree, except he lifts you all the way up
Yes.
and then drives you down.
Yeah.
He did that. He took that one out, too. He hasn't used that one in a while. That's one thing I love about New Japan, is that they actually care about big matches, like Bret Hart used to. Like, Bret Hart never did the top rope superplex until WrestleMania 10 when he was facing Owen. Like, he had never gone all the way to the top rope till then, because he cares
Back
about
when
that.
Bret
And
Hart
then-
cared about something. So that was the last time Bret Hart cared about something.
Yeah, Jim, we took the time while you were gone to talk about Okada and Omega again. We're sorry.
Again.
It was really good,
man.
Jim. It was really good.
We forgot
I
that the
know it
show
was.
wasn't. We forgot the show wasn't paused, so like everyone just heard us again orgasm for like a fourth time over it.
I knew the show wasn't paused. I'll orgasm all day long on this.
It's called Climax for a reason.
Hell yeah!
We can bust through these other shows real quick.
Gonna
Talk
bust
about-
something, am I right?
Oh, Jared. Okay, I got one before we even go into anything else. Did you watch any of the guest commentary with Hanma on the shows?
No.
Man, that guy's got a fucking deep voice for his body. It's like,
Oh, is that who the deep voice guy is?
Yes,
You ever listen to Japanese commentary? Oh, okay, yeah.
that's
I couldn't keep
Hanma.
track
And it's
of
like,
who.
what the fuck? It's like what nightmares are made of, man.
I could always tell when it's Liger though. Liger has like an impossibly high voice.
I can't tell when it's fucking anything.
It throws
man.
me off. Also, he doesn't say much beyond "hi."
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
Dude, is that who
Why?
that is? I was
Yeah.
wondering who that is who just says, hi, hi, hi,
Yeah,
like
it's Liger.
nonstop. Oh, no
Liger
shit.
doesn't say a lot. He just "hi." He's getting paid to just say that.
Yeah.
And he looks fucked. I saw him at one point, and like they cut to him, and I don't know how he's got like headphones under there and shit, but his mask is all fucked up. He just looks like Liger hungover, you know, or Liger drunk.
Well, because he doesn't have like the eye shields or nothing either, right? So it's just like
Yeah.
squish eyeballs. And...
Oh, all right, well,
That's
guys,
all.
I gotta go. Remember, fans, hashtag Ahmed Johnson Hall of Fame.
Dude, thanks for swinging by, man. Like, it's always a fucking good time.
Yeah,
Thanks for having me.
All right, have a good one, dude.
What a bunch of fucking jerks. Jesus Christ, I fucking hate those assholes.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck, I love that guy.
That was fun. That was
Glorious.
fun.
Oh, fuck. Anyway, we busted these couple of slash shows and.
So you want to start with
Fuck outta
NXT?
here. Sure. I don't know what else we're going to talk about on NXT, considering we covered
The
a
Oney
really
Larkin.
good match.
Yeah, there was like you had the what I thought was weird. The timing of the show I thought was odd because like
Okay.
you had the sanity bit where Eric Young returns.
Mm-hmm.
Then you had the Street Profits debut, and then you show
Oh, okay, go ahead. Sorry.
right, and then you do the face to face, and then there's Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan's next. It's like, oh man, what a great way to end the show.
Yeah.
And it's like, after that match, like, oh, there's more. It's like,
Right.
what the fuck? I thought that was
Very
really
weird.
odd.
Dude, how out to talk about the Metro Brothers who took on the Street Profits here? They are a fucking greaser gimmick in
Yeah,
2017.
Yeah, and you know when
fuck
was the last
yourself.
time they did that?
Ugh, yeah, the fucking Deuce and Domino.
Yeah, and how well did that go over? Jimmy Snuka's son and fucking what's his name?
I don't even remember. Who gives
Cliff
a fuck?
Compton. Cliff Compton.
Dude, a greaser gimmick is fucking awful. A greaser gimmick on an indie show is awful, much less anywhere. Like, just don't do it. Just don't fucking do it.
There's no reason for it. It's completely
So
outdated.
stupid. Oh, it's so dumb. I couldn't believe that I was watching fucking a greaser gimmick tag team on NXT. I was like, is this fucking real life right now?
Yeah,
And
like,
they're getting
where you
beat by
expect
the
to be.
fucking. Yeah, they're getting beat by the Bonus Boys ripoff. Holy fuck.
But I will say though, the Ford fella, he's the standard of the group. I could see them doing something with him down the road, but
I thought Dawkins looked like shit in this. He looks slow. He looks fucking.
yeah, he looked a step behind. You
The
know?
other guy is fucking pretty good. He did, like I like how he got in the ring. He did like a flip into the ring. Was cool.
Yeah, do
He was
the
just
Bonus
fast.
Boys use the cup?
The cup.
Yeah, like the Ford guy had that red Solo cup the whole time.
Oh, I don't know about that. But that handshake thing they do at the
Yeah.
end, where they like slap hands.
They do
identical.
look so alike too, like the whole scheme of it.
Oh, dude, it's a complete ripoff. And you could have took some of the good points of that, and just changed them, and it wouldn't have made a difference. Could have been the Street Profits, and you didn't have to steal the color scheme and the attire, did you?
No.
You could have just been any color scheme, dressed how you wanted. I mean, it's just dumb. As we said, I think that Birch and Lorcan, that could be a tag team.
Especially where
That'd be
they're
cool.
they're lacking in the tag team department right now, so
Right.
it'll be a good little addition for them.
Yeah,
I think they should put Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly back together too.
Absolutely. Those guys, I think that's the best shot they have.
Yeah, agreed.
And they should, for them, they should want that too. That's the
Yeah.
best bet they have.
Yeah, that
Singles,
gets them over.
You think if Bobby Fish is going in there thinking that he's like, I'm going to main event WrestleMania or something, you're out of your fucking mind.
Especially at his age too. Bobby Fish is 37 or something like that.
All right. Yeah, dude, try to just get in the tag team. They did this some more with the Strong and Rude thing,
Yeah,
So next week is McIntyre and Strong, and if Strong wins, he gets Rude after TakeOver.
How funny would it be if Strong didn't win? It's like,
Yeah.
that was for naught. But that basically tells you Bobby Roode is winning at SummerSlam.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or not at SummerSlam, at TakeOver.
And also, Strong doesn't really care about the belt. He just wants to wrestle him.
No, but Bobby Roode did say that, okay, you know what, I'll even put the belt on the line if you can beat Drew McIntyre. Right, so...
Oh, really?
Yeah, they emphasized on that. You know what? I won't just fight you. I'll put the belt on the line, but you got to beat Drew McIntyre first.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
To me, here's a great opportunity to, have him beat McIntyre.
Yeah.
And then McIntyre beats Rude, and after that, so Rude and Strong go, and then so you could have Strong beat Rude, and then you have Strong and McIntyre. I mean, it just opens up a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Man.
No, I agree. But I just don't see him doing it that way. I would imagine that.
So to me, Rude's a guy who, he doesn't even fucking lose anything by being beat, right?
No, he doesn't even need the title.
He is. He could drop the title and go to the main card and be fucking huge on Raw.
Oh.
You put that dude on Raw every week or something, fuck, money.
I think that would be one thing that Triple H and Vince could agree on completely, because Bobby Roode is Triple H, and Vince loves Triple H, so Vince would love Bobby Roode. I think he would just go to the moon.
Plus SummerSlam and shit, everything's all in that same building.
Yep.
Barclay, I think SmackDown is too. So.
Barclay.
I'm so sorry.
No, you said it like a surf boy, Barclay.
We're gonna start making fun of how motherfuckers talk on this show.
Well, we've done that to the south many times. We might as well do it to the west.
Dude, I am the fucking bar.
Oh, now you're making fun of me. Bar.
Yeah, I just fucking love going to the Noe Jose and Andrade thing. I was so baked out watching this last night, and I just love the fists on his knees, dude. Like, fists on knee pads is such a fucking absurd idea.
Yeah, it is.
Fists on my knee pads, man.
You know what? I really hope that Zelina Vega is somehow the daughter of Savio Vega. I really hope that somehow comes into play.
Was she Vega or was she Vegas?
I thought she was Vega.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Fair enough.
She gets on the mic post-match, calls out Gargano for TakeOver, so Almas and Gargano. I think that could steal a show, man.
It very well could, especially you look at what he's done on the NXT roster is not really much to write home about. But I went back and I watched La Sombra and Nakamura.
Fuck yeah!
Right after watching NXT, because I was like, you know what, I want to watch a real La Sombra match. And man, that guy's with the mask on. It's night and day. It's as if Almas is a completely different wrestler.
Yeah.
Than what La Sombra was, and it's just you look at what he can do and you look at what he's doing, and it's just ridiculous. Because you look at La Sombra, I believe La Sombra was the original Los Ingobernables. weren't they? I believe he was a part. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure in Mexico he was a part of the Los Ingobernables group, and and then Naito brought it over to Japan. And just like, you take that, it's just turn him into this. It's just, I just don't understand.
Yeah, he's fucking great, man. I remember like being stoked, like, oh, he got signed, he's gonna come out, and then like, even in the vignettes, it was like, him setting the mask down and shit. I'm like, okay, could be cool, all this shit. And
then he comes with a feather in his hat.
Well, they've getting it more on track now.
Yes.
Now he's more where he should be.
Yes, I agree.
And I like what he's doing in the ring. I think he's,
I just wish we get more. I just wish we get more of what we used to get.
If him and Gargano get 15 minutes to go, I mean, shit.
Oh, this could be a fucking barn burner.
Could be good. Could steal the show because there's not a lot of work rate stuff, coming up there. So
no.
Talk about some Lucha Underground if you want.
Lucha!
Fucking Lucha Underground.
Which was on fire this week, if you ask me.
It was. Rabbit Tribe defeated Mandel, Taya, and Mundo from the Worldwide Underground. I love Jack Evans on the outside.
Yes,
he's got
with
his
the signs.
His jaw's still wired shut, but he's got a dry erase board, and it's fucking great.
Yeah, like one of the times if I was in this match, we'd be winning by now. This is so good.
I love Jack Evans, man. That guy is great. From the second he debuted in there, too, when he came out and was just, like, talking shit on Lucha Libre and stuff. He's the king of Lucha Libre and stuff.
And then when he became the Dragon Slayer, when he beat Drago.
Oh, my God.
It was great. But I feel like Teddy Hart killed any momentum Jack Evans had of making it big.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, too, because he's really good, and it's unfortunate that a lot of people don't know, who he is.
Yeah, it is. It's sad.
And not only that, but like his in-ring too. As far as like pushing forward that crazy fucking style, that guy has a definite part as an early adopter of this like, crazy new style fucking indie shit.
Yeah, no, but the Rabbit Tribe, they get the 3 Aztec medallions that they were fighting for there, so that's another shot in the eye of the winless American Underground, or whatever the fuck they were called.
Worldwide.
Worldwide Underground, there you go.
Yeah.
But, no, there's one other part about this match I really like, too, and it was Stryker's commentary when he said that Paul London's Shooting Star Press wasn't like straight down to the I don't know what exactly he said, but he talked about the Shooting Star Press bringing him straight down the rabbit hole and onto his opponent or whatever.
Yeah.
I like the analogy.
Dude, one of the best Shooting Star Presses, too. It just looks good.
Oh, fuck, is it ever.
He pulls a fucking good one. The little Worldwide Underground segment with their agent. I love this. Like, this dude calls him fucking Johnny Mundo.
Yeah, and he just hates. He hates fucking, what's his name, Mandel. Hates him. I love it. I
it was in that match, too. Mandel is, like, wearing the fucking Mundo glasses, and, like, somehow they don't come off. He's got the bandana tied so tight that it's like, he wrestled the whole match with those fucking sunglasses on.
It's so fucking absurd.
It's awesome.
It is.
We had Crane and Mil Muertes, as we talked about, one of our top 5 matches of the week.
Yeah, and you know what? I would go up there putting that up really close to the top of the top 5 too, in my opinion, just because it was so different than everything else.
Post-match, Katrina like full-on kisses Crane.
I got a full-on chub, man.
Then Mil fucks his shit up. He's he's a cuck who had regrets, man. We see that happen.
Yep.
Some dude's like down for the cuck, and then like once some dude starts getting in on his lady, then he regrets it.
Yeah, and it's playing in on the whole part too, where Jeremiah Crane and Katrina were in love. They were together before, and how Jeremiah Crane wants her back, and they really take it into another curve too later on, which we'll get into.
Holy shit! Right?
Yeah.
Member of the FBI, not the Italian ones.
No.
Walks into Dario's office. And I thought this was cool. You know, Dario thinks he's going to get arrested, but says they have similar interests. He's Delgado's replacement since Cage smashed his head to bits. So he's aware of that now. Dario's aware of that. He also he's talking about the war, dude, which we've heard for 3 seasons now that this war is coming. And
so like you've got Dario and some members of the FBI that want the gods to rule again, and that's basically where Cage comes into play by having a god entering his body through the fucking fist, which is
right. That's
crazy.
that's the portal for the gods.
Yeah,
right?
And so like it seems like there's going to be a battle between 2 sets, and we'll get into the other set by the end of Lucha Underground, I would imagine, but. This brings us to the only way to get me to watch Tejano in a match, and that's against Pentagon Dark, which the match was pretty good.
I love the famous B. He comes like riding out like he's riding an invisible horse. Holy fuck! I laughed my ass off to that. He doesn't just walk out. He like rides an invisible horse. Tries to help Tejano with a horseshoe, but Pentagon gets it, uses it for the win.
Yeah, and then breaks Brenda's and Famous B's arm.
Yeah, glorious. Yeah, he's gonna break fucking Tejano's, and then Famous B jumps in to help to talk him out of it. He breaks his, leaves, comes back to break Brenda's, which was great.
Yeah,
I was like, they're not gonna do that. Fuck yeah, they are.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, I wasn't
and the crowd
expecting it either.
Goes fucking wild.
Dude, they loved it. They loved it
as it breaks her arm. Gangster as fuck.
But
and at the end of the show, dude, we were right, dude. Do you remember when we were talking about this shit? The relation between Katrina and I don't know, what is she, just like a detective, right?
Oh yeah, what's her name? I can't remember her name now.
I don't know.
But maybe, yeah.
I don't know.
So it basically turns out that that's her mother, and they hold both medallions, and if Katrina gets both medallions, what happens? She'll become mortal or something like that, or
no? The other chick will become mortal.
And she'll become a full-on god, or like what's?
Yeah, if she gives up her half of the medallion, she will not longer be immortal, and I believe that will then make Katrina a god because she's stuck right now. She's dead, I guess, is what they're saying. Now, she's a ghost, basically.
Well, she's dead, but she's alive at the same time. And if she gets both medallions, she'll no longer be dead at all. So, she'll become more. But let me portray. Remember when I was saying that she is Dario's mother? They already said that she died once and brought her back to life. Boom, Matanza killed her.
We'll find out, man. We called this though too. We talked about the relationship between these two. Are they mother and daughter? Are they sisters? Are they so? Dude, it's crazy. Like for a wrestling fan, right? You get all of the fun of really great wrestling, but then you also get like fucking awesome drama storylines to it too. Yeah, it's like really 2 shows in one, dude.
Well, it helps too that the storylines are driven in a television fashion. You know what I mean? So you're getting your wrestling, and you're not being insulted by having these hammed up, shitty segments backstage with a camera, horrible lighting. You know what I mean? It's like the way WWE does it. They just do it as if it's just a camera walking around a building. Where this is set up to be like a TV show. You know, there's a contrasting colors, making it look more realistic. It's a film style. It's great.
It's easy to step into it.
Yeah.
And, step into the world of it, and then sit and watch it. I don't know. That's crazy. I would have never even thought of that, man. Pre this, you could have gave me full reign. You start a wrestling company, do whatever you want. I would have never thought about fucking dragon people and medallions of immortality and all this shit. Then fucking spacemen who can time travel and see the future, and fucking
dead women.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking awesome. I love Lucha Underground. We're 2 weeks away from the finals. So we get Mundo and Ray, which should be great. And also, what else is on that show?
Well, the finals of the Cueto Cup.
Finals of Cueto Cup, right? And isn't there a trios match on that too? I think there is.
Oh, maybe. I have no idea. No clue.
So now the story is starting to fucking get good, dude.
Yes. You're playing the story where, Mill almost has to go to the finals now.
Yeah, I would imagine.
And then I don't know who would he face on the other side because I don't have the bracket in front of me, but I would imagine this storyline kind of comes to a head with Mill in the finals against maybe Cage. Did Cage lose his match?
I think Cage is out.
Is he out? Fair enough.
I think Cage got DQ'd, didn't he?
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Him and Penta? The Pentagon and Mil Muertes?
That's going to be... Well, that's the semifinals match.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, my. So that's next week, then. That should be good. Yeah, I'm really enjoying... Next week should be good. We'll get both of those, and who knows what else, so... Lucha Underground, it's the shit, and if you have Netflix, you should be watching season 1 and 2 if you haven't watched the shit.
Hell yeah.
Because you're missing out. Think that is about it. Cody and Daniels in Ring of Honor. Who won that? I was watching it when we started.
Cody won. He won in... It was a 2 out of 3 falls match. Cody won in 2 straight falls.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it was basically saying, well, okay, Daniels out of the title picture. Done. So,
Yeah.
I would imagine
Pretty good match, though.
Oh, it was a pretty good match, actually. I was quite surprised. But I would imagine him and the Heavy Metal Rebel will get back together and do their thing.
Or he might fucking retire. Isn't this guy like 45 years old?
He is, yeah.
He looks old, man. Him and Undertaker could start a tag team, fucking grandpas and fucking eyeliner.
But the thing is, with Christopher Daniels, he can still go.
Yeah, he can still go. That's fair. What else we have? Anything else? That pretty much cover the...
Well, we hinted at something weird. Have we canceled out the weird thing?
I don't know. I guess I didn't think about it that much.
No, it is very weird. I don't know. Maybe it'll be on SCL Extra.
Maybe we'll do it maybe we'll do it there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna just shout outs and shit like that. There's nothing else in the week of wrestling, is there?
No, not at all.
I think we fucking covered it all. That was a lot of shit. As always, yeah, shout outs to Wrestling Suit Podcast, Sat Pod, The Strap, of course, Federation, Shooting the Shiznits, Talking About Podcasts, Out of the Van, of course, Friends of Fully Loaded Wrestling. Raw is Snore podcast. This Viva La JD. He recaps Raw angrily and very Australian, I'm sure.
Viva la Jade.
Viva La JD. So yeah, shout out to all of them. You check out our Hall of Fame, which Ahmed Johnson is not in, on Facebook. Under the album section. We also have started archiving the SCL Top 5s over there too, so you can go back and check those out if you like. You can send us voicemails or questions, suplexcitylimits@gmail. Maybe we'll play it on the air. What's going down in the Federation this week?
Nothing.
All right.
No, nothing coming out this week.
It's the bye week.
Yes, it is. The G1 is just too much. But no, next week we'll be doing an ROH show. I can't remember the name, but all I know is it's time stamped at 4 hours and 44 minutes. And
What?
yeah, I'm not happy about that at all because I don't like watching a 5 hour fucking wrestling show, and I'm pretty sure we're going to skip a lot of it. So.
Well, I don't know how much you did to sell that, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to talk
gonna
about the main
skip a
stuff.
bunch.
Like the matches are, it's CM Punk against Terry Funk, I believe.
What? That
Yeah,
sounds,
and then it's Raven against Steve Corino. So it's basically Punk and Corino against Raven and Funk, and or something like that. I don't know. It's still a part of the Raven Punk storyline. It's just they're doing it in a weird way.
Should be good shit. Everyone can check that out all over anywhere fine podcasts are found. Mofudge.com. Listen to them shits.
Booyah.
I think that's it. I
Yeah.
don't know. I feel like I'm missing something all the time.
Well, no,
When
there
we
was
had
no
news,
question
but-
this week, so there's nothing surprising us there.
No.
Yeah, no. Maybe just check out the SCL Extra for that weird thing we were going to do.
Yeah, maybe. And we thank you very much for listening. So that we'll be back next week to preview TakeOver, SummerSlam. We'll recap the G1 finals. Got all kinds of stuff going on.
Yeah. We should almost get
Tune
Jared
in.
back to talk about the G1 finals.
All right. Yeah, definitely. So tune in for that, and we thank you very much for listening to the show, supporting the show. And we'll be back next week. So until then, may you get all of the dick and or pussy you desire. And remember, a winner is you.
Fire! Unexploded fire! Unexploded! Yoga fire! Yoga fire! Yoga fire! Yoga fire! Yoga fire! Yoga fire! Unexploded! Yoga fire! Yoga fire! Yoga fire! Yoga fire! Yoga! Yoga! Wait! Unexploded! Yoga! Yoga fire! Yoga fire! Yoga! 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 Unexploded!
Now we win! China! Round one, fight!
Yoga fire! Yoga fire! Yoga fire! Yoga rain! Yoga fire! Yoga rain! Yoga rain! Yoga rain!